Hi guys, this is Hero from Aqua OCG, and today I'll be showing you my updated Black Omnimon deck. I have been playing with this deck ever since the Omnimon Zords got announced. That's why I'm very familiar with the deck, and therefore I'll be showing you cards that you can replace in my current build that will work well against the other colors. This build is centered against playing security control decks, the purple decks, and then the rookie rush, which is very common in our area. Without further ado, let's start with the Digitama. So for the Digitama, I'm only running 4 Kakimons. I want to consistently get the effect of Kakimon. That's why I did not choose to run the 5th Digitama. It has an effect that when attacking, if this Digimon is a level 7, you gain 1 memory. Very straightforward, but that 1 memory can help you in a lot of situation in the mid game and in the late game. That's why I choose to maximize the Kakimon and the possibility of getting Kakimon. That's why I do not run the 5th Digitama. If you really want, you can run the 1 Kakimon. Kapurimon, I mean, from the starter deck that gives your blocker 1000 DP. But I do not highly suggest it. Next is for the rookies. I'm running the best rookie of black, which is the Toyagomon. So in playing black, you want to attack during your turn and be able to block during the opponent's turn. So with Toyagomon, it gives the ability reboot. That's why you can easily do that. It's the best rookie for black because it provides you with a lot of versatility, being able to hit your opponent and being able to defend your security or your self from direct attacks. Next is the 4 Shadow Toyagomon. So this deck has a lot of huge blockers. That's why it discourages your opponent from even attacking in the first place. So with that, you can trigger the effect of Shadow Toyagomon that during your opponent's end turn, if they did not attack, you draw 1 card. Very useful to dig up your deck for combo pieces that will help you control the game. Next is I'm running the 2 Commandramons and the 2 Hagurumons. They're basically the same. They have the same play cost, and then they have the same DP. I just chose to play 2 of each, but you can run the 4 Commandramons and then the 4 Hagurumon. It's up to you. I just want versatility. Variety. Sorry. For the other level 3 that you can run, I suggest the promo Keramon. So it has an effect that during the opponent's turn, this Digimon gets 1 plus 1000 DP. So playing against yellow, you really need all those boosts to help your Digimon survive, because with yellow, no matter how big your Digimon is, they can try to delete it with that mechanic, and it's very annoying. That's why giving yourself a chance to be able to live those minus DP mechanics is very good. Against a lot of rookie rush, you can also choose to run the Gotsumon. So it's a level 3 3k blocker, 3 cost to play. So very straightforward. I'm only running 12 rookies. I think it's the best ratio for the rookies. For the level 4s, I'm running one of my favorite black Digimon, the Omnimon. 3 cost to play, 1 cost to evolve. So in times of brick, if your hand is not that good, you can play this from hand to evolve to a level 5 and continue with your play. So next is the level 4 7000 DP Guardromon. So it's a blocker. It works very well with the Shadow Toyagomon because early in the game, your opponent does not have any Digimon that can deal with Guardromon. That's why most of the time, you can trigger the draw 1. And lastly, of course, is the 4 Dark Tyrannomon. 1 cost to evolve, 5k blocker. So for level 4, no matter what build I run, this is very much the staple count or the staple choices that I play. For the level 5s, just like earlier, I'm playing 2 Numemon. Now, for the level 5, I'm playing the 2 Waromon Simon. So, the trend is having a 2 cost to evolve or a low cost to evolve Digimon. So, you can go to Omnimon Swords as fast as you can. Next is, I'm playing the 1 Infermon. Previously, I'm playing 2. But in this current build, I'm only playing 1. So, Infermon is very good against Yellow Lord Nightmon because you can keep on the Digivolving Yellow Lord Nightmon so that you won't have to deal with it for a longer duration. Later, I'll show you card that complements Infermon because, of course, it's a when played effect. It's not that easy to use. Next is I'm running the 2 Andromon, so blocker, and then the 3 Megadramon. So as you can see earlier, we have Toyagamon for reboot. Now this is a inherent effect that gives your Digimon blocker. Later I'll further explain Megadramon. For choices, as I said earlier, you can play 2 Infermons, and lastly, against yellow decks, you can play the Gogmamon. So when I was playing against Yellow Lord Nightmon, most of the time, Gogmamon proves to be very good because you can Digiburst, then gain 2000 DP until the opponent's end turn, and that's very good because for at least a turn, you give your Digimon high DP that they may not able to reach to even delete. So it also has an inherent effect that all turns that Digimon gets 1000 DP. So all in all, Gogmamon is very good. I'm only running 8 for the level 5. For the level 6, just like Waromon, Simon, and Numemon, I'm running the 2 Hyandromon. So low cost to evolve. Next is the Metal Garurumon. This is the card that I was mentioning that works very well with Infermon because Infermon is not very good to have in your hand, but with Metal Garurumon you can evolve from your level 4 to level 5 and then evolve Metal Garurumon to Digiburst Infermon, thus setting up the Omnimon Swords playing the Infermon. So these two works very well together. And lastly, for the level 6, I'm running the 2 Craniamon. So security control is very annoying to deal with. That's why Craniamon is very good against those kinds of deck. So all turns, your blockers cannot be destroyed by card effect. Very straightforward. And Craniamon itself is a blocker. That's why we're running the 3 Megadramon so that you can make your Omnimon Swords a blocker. And that's a very good scenario to have. And for the level 7, of course, we're running the best level 7. Black is not playable if not with the Omnimon Swords. So it provides the revival effect that you can summon a lot of Digimon with Swords, and later I'll show you the card that makes it for free. Also, it can delete Digimon, unsuspended Digimon with a play cost of 12 or lower. So let's say your opponent has a level 7 Digimon that you cannot reach to delete. That's where Infermon works very well because when you evolve into Swords, you get to play two Digimons, black or purple, that has a play cost of 8 or lower. So you can revive the Informon to the Digivolve that Digimon, thus being a legal target for Omnimon Zwarts. So to make Omnimon Zwart much easier, we're playing the 3 Mega Fusion Digimon. So this makes Omnimon Zwarts for free, with the downside that it goes to the bottom of the deck. But the thing is, even if it goes to the bottom of the deck, Omnimon Zwarts already did its job. You managed to summon 2 Digimon out of it, and the ability to return a level 6 Digisource from your Omnimon Zwarts to hand to delete an opponent's Digimon with play cost of 12 or lower. That level 6 Digimon can also be used to evolve from the level 5 that you revive, setting up another Zwarts for the same turn or the next turn. But all in all, the downside of Mega Fusion does not really hurt the playstyle of the deck. But of course, having your Omnimon Zwarts on the field is much better. That's why we're running the 2 Breath of the Gods. So it has an effect that it makes a Digimon reboot also until the opponent's end turn. That Digimon cannot return to the deck. So it negates the downside effect of Mega Fusion. It also has an effect that this Digimon does not reduce its DP. So you're immune against Yellow's mechanic, all in all. So your Zwarts is protected against Nidhogg, it's protected against the minus DP shenanigans of the Yellow, and it gives reboot. So a suspended Zwart gets to stand, so your opponent cannot just crash on your Zwarts. Next is the Tamers. So for the Tamers, I'm running, of course, a white Tamer to make Fusion useful. I'm running the 3 Takumis. So with 3 Takumis, you're preventing Rookie Rush to even taking over the game. So it also helps you dig the deck with the 3 important pieces, because you really want to have these 3 cards in your hand to ensure the control. And lastly, I'm playing the 2 Taichi. You can really choose from Taichi and Mat and Tai, but I chose to run the Taichi to ensure that I have 3 memory at the start of my turn, because it's very important. And Mat and Tai can sometimes be played around. I have been playing against opponents that only plays their Mat and Tai. I had this matchup where they had 2 Mat and Tais. So what I did is I just used Fuse, then put Zwarts in the bottom of the deck, thus holding them to 1 memory. And me having a lot of Digimon, because Zwarts keeps on summoning Digimons, I easily control the game from there. Also, during opponent's turn, your black Digimon gets 1000 DP. So your level 6 below gets a boost, just like how I explained Gogmamon and Keramon earlier. So that's it with the deck. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned something from me, and I hope that you will soon try this deck. It's very fun, very fulfilling to win with this deck. With the upcoming BT6, let's see how I can put Alphamon here. For me, Alphamon is very good because it gives you the +2 memory, which is what I love in Kakimon. So with Alphamon gaining 2 memories, it's much more interesting. So I'll soon update this when I have the BT6 on my hand. But for now, that's it. Peace.